What's a project? A project is a temporary activity that has an end and a beginning. The reason for a project is to achieve a particular goals and objectives. And there are different kinds of projects, which are business projects, school projects, finance project. But in this context, I want to focus on a project within an organization. We do just project management. What is project management? Project management is the application of technical skills, tools, and knowledge to achieve and execute a project successfully. And in order to accomplish an effective and efficient project management, information is required through the help of information system, which aid the coherent organization of information required to achieve and execute a project successfully. The topic I want to talk about advantage and disadvantage of information system and project management. My first advantage is speed. Information system in project management helps accelerate project management execution to be faster. Second advantage is there is little room for human resources. The information system, with the help of information system, project management doesn't really need human, physical, and mental efforts. Decision making. Information system helps to aid optimal decision making while in doing project management. Effectiveness and efficiency. It gives room for efficiency and effectiveness. Economy. Information system allows project management to be more cost effective and not expensive. I would like to talk about the disadvantage of information system and project management. The first advantage is data is susceptible to loss due to override security. And for its information system to be utilized in project management, there must be a high level of computer literacy, as low level of computer literacy will only make project management not effective. Cost of computer software is always high to maintain, and private information of a company is susceptible to be leaked because there's lack of access control. That was all.
Now, on to the next one, we have the project planning process. Now, the project planning process requires a complete dedication, or as it lays out the project roadmap. Now, that sounds like a foundation, because in having a project, we have to have our roadmap clear cut out. Now, we have to identify the technical requirements. We have to develop our detailed project schedule and create a communication and setting up rules and deliverables. Now, also, project managers also develop a work breakdown structure, which clearly visualizes the entire project in different sections of the team management. Also, so going to the next one, we have the project execution process. Now, project execution process, this is a stage where the team does the actual work. This is where the actual work is being implemented. So we have to carry out our project this stage. So as a manager, you know your job is to establish what project management process as regards to information system. It consists of 5 basic processes. You have the project initiation, you have the project planning, you have the project execution, you have the project monitoring, and you have the project closing. Now, the first one I'll deal with is the project initiation. Now, the project initiation is whereby the project is being initiated. Now, this is the first stage of turning an abstract idea into a meaningful goal. In this process, we develop a business case which we are able to use to define our business goal. So, we have documents important in carrying out this project charter in this project. So, it's called the project charter, and it's an important document used to review details like the project constraints, goals, clear statements of objective, names of the relevant individuals and their roles, budget, expected timeline, and other relevant information. So also identifying key holders or key stakeholders in this project initiation is very important, because for us to start our project, we have to identify our key stakeholders. So the key stakeholders have to be involved in the creating of a key stakeholders register with their roles, designations, communications requirements, and influence. Now on to the next phase under third highlight, which is project execution process. Now, the project execution process is a stage where the team does the actual work. This is where the team actually do the job, and as a project manager, your job is to establish efficient workflows and ensure that the tasks are being carried out properly. Now, here the tasks are being carried out properly, and you have to, as a project manager, you have to ensure that all tasks are being carried out properly using the work-based work breakdown structure. And other responsibility of the project manager during this phase is to ensure that there is a consistent collaboration between the project stakeholders, negotiating contracts, holding meetings, and doing presentation for board and much more. Now, the next phase, which is the fourth one, is project monitoring process. Now, the process of monitoring runs simultaneously with project execution. So, for us to go, before we can go into the project monitoring, we have to make sure that we are done with the project execution. So, going to the next one. So, what really matters is the critical part. So the critical part is a longest part through which the project is being carried out, and identify those stakes that can be delayed, those things that can be delayed and without affecting the finished state. So the next one after this is project closure process. So this entails the final phase of the project management process. The project closure indicates that was the end of the project after final delivery. Most teams hold a reflection meeting after the completion. This reflection meeting is just like us having a feedback where the business or the project, we have to have a roundtable meeting and have to reflect on the learnings of what we have achieved from the project. It's the final task of this phase is to review that the entire project complete a detailed report. Here we have to ensure that the entire project, we have a detailed report of all the happenings of the organization, so as to have a feedback on doing next project of the business. So here I put a stop to my presentation.
So on to the next subtopic, the roles of project managers in effective project management. Number one is planning everything from execution to delivery. They bring the team together to plan every little step that to undertake in the process of undertaking the project. Two, directing the team to achieve a common goal. They make sure every one of the team members are in the same mindset and are carried along in order to achieve the set out goals for the project that has been undertaken. So delegating work effectively, that's one other role of the project manager. They assign different tasks to different aspects, to different people and different members that are to undertake the project. So managing the resources of time also. There's a time frame that has been set in order to achieve this project. So they try to make sure everyone works according to the time that has been set aside to them in order to achieve the set out goal. So monitoring progress and track roadblocks. So they monitor the progress of each team. They track each roadblocks, every challenges, everything that can be a setback onto achieving the project. They make sure they track that also. So establishing a shared vision. Because it's a team stuff, it's not just a one-man job. The project manager has to ensure that everyone has a shared vision. Everyone knows what they need to achieve at the end of the project. So managing documentation and reports has another role of the project manager, and strong leadership skills. So it's very difficult managing people. You have to ensure that everyone is carried along and they follow due process and perform every task that has been assigned to them. So another point is the good problem solving and critical thinking skills, ability to balance priorities, stay organized and keep the team on track, ensuring that key members are reached and archive project files for future reference and use. So those are the roles of the project manager. They ensure that the whole process of undertaking the project is achieved in the end, like performing different technical skills to ensure that everything goes according to the scheduled plan. And
project management softwares are tools or applications, either web-based, desktop-based, or mobile based that are aimed at helping the project manager alongside team members to effectively manage project tasks, assign deadlines, set schedules that ensure a smooth project delivery. And as we all can attest to the fact that information system in recent times has changed the traditional method of handling and managing projects, which now makes the understanding and use of these project management softwares seems inevitable, as these softwares, based on their various classes and features, helps provide the project managers with enough resources that enables a successful project delivery. And these features include time management feature, the people management feature, which we also know as the collaboration, the planning feature, and also resource documentation feature, which includes the evaluation and cost planning. And a project manager who understands this feature will allow him the opportunity to choose the project management software that helps and best fits the nature and scope of the project. And some examples of these project management softwares or tools in recent times include Airtable, Asana, Trello, and Microsoft Project, and many more project management softwares that are out there.
Good day, my name is Okedi Omayawa. I'll be talking about strategic planning, how information from a proper strategic planning can help organization achieve its goals and objectives. Now, when you take a look at strategic planning is made up of two words, strategic and planning. Now, planning is a course of action of setting up the goals and objectives to be achieved by an organization over a period of time, while strategy, on the other hand, is like a roadmap on how an organization plans to achieve something. So, putting the two together, you can say strategic planning is like a roadmap on how an organization plans to achieve its long-term goals and objectives over a period of time. So, after an organization put in place what they want to achieve, whether it is cost differentiation, whether it is cost leadership or product differentiation, there is need for information on how this is to be achieved. That is where strategic planning comes in place. Now, strategic planning involves a lot of things, one of which is communication. During strategic planning, there is need for communication on which teams are to be set aside to achieve a particular purpose, on how updates will be shared. Also, strategic planning also involves resource allocation. Now, there are three types of resource: human, assets, and money. Strategic planning helps to know the resource that is on ground and the kind of resource that should be set aside to achieve a particular objective. Now, with this, we can say that good strategic planning can help an organization achieve its goals in a long time. Thank you.